Alrighty, everybody. Hello. Hello. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. I am back. Had my day off from streaming yesterday. It certainly was an interesting day. I'm going to talk a little bit about that here on the pre-stream for sure, because it was not a normal day for me. And who knows what's going to be considered normal moving forward at this point. I don't think anyone really knows. But I'm back today with full day of streaming here. Good stuff that you guys have wanted to see. We got a great streaming week in store for everybody here, including new game releases, multiple new game releases, which is great. In fact, there's so much going on this week that sadly I don't even want to get to everything that I want to get to. You know, like looking at the schedule, there's all these things that I want to do, and there's just so much going on right now in the realm of gaming that there's going to be games that I want to play this week that I'm not going to get to play. And, you know, obviously I'd rather be in that situation than be in a situation where there's like a gaming drought and there's nothing going on. But it's certainly a little bit disappointing when I know there's so much that I would love to do and I just don't have time to do it, you know. But we'll talk about that in a moment as I get to the gaming schedule. First thing I want to say is welcome, everyone. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that everyone is healthy with everything going on in the world right now. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, 2020. And what is up? Hopefully good things. Or maybe my stream will bring you some good things, some happiness, a few laughs, some entertainment value. So let's talk a little bit, guys. Because I got so much to talk about today. I seriously do. I've got so much to talk about, okay? Just so you know, we're going to get to the schedule. The schedule is going to be thoroughly discussed so you guys know what to expect this week, including not only new releases, but the shifting of the schedule now because of something that we're doing later tonight that I wasn't originally planning on doing. Okay, guys? But let's talk. So, yesterday was my day off from streaming. Now, normally on my day off from streaming, I spend the day with my wife. We go out and we run errands, and we do various things, and we have some fun as well. It's our one day off a week we get to spend together and do stuff that's no work relation at all. Yesterday was pretty different. Reason being, the coronavirus, obviously, and everything kind of being shut down and everything, or at least in a limited capacity. So, yesterday, I was tasked with getting food for my family for the week. We had nothing left in the house, okay? And I was incredibly nervous about how this was going to go down. Because from all the reports and from even what my wife had been telling me, because she had been working all week, she's like, you know, I go to the grocery store, there's nothing there. The store's empty. Excuse me. So I don't know how we're going to get food for the week. Because there's like nothing there. Every section is like is semi-empty, if not completely empty. Because of these people, panic buying. Because of the coronavirus and everything. Okay? Fair enough. So, that being said, guys, I was nervous. I was incredibly nervous. And I was like, I don't even know what to do in regards to what's going to happen here. So I got up insanely early. Usually on my day off, I sleep in. Well, on my day off, I got up early. I was at the grocery store a little bit after 8 a.m. Yeah. And surprisingly enough, on a Tuesday around 8 a.m.-ish, there were a lot of people at the grocery store. Obviously not as much as like a busy, nighttime kind of a deal, but there were a lot of people there. The good news was they had everything I wanted except for maybe two things. Of all the things that I needed for my shopping list for meals and supplies for the week, the only thing they really didn't have or didn't have a substitute for was a thing of crescent rolls to bake in your oven. You know, you can get those tubes of dough that you bake and you make crescent rolls. So we were going to make something new this week, some kind of like a Mexican bake my wife was going to try, but it takes crescent roll dough to do it. They didn't have it. In fact, that whole case was like empty. They had none of that kind of baking stuff at all. But pretty much everything else that I needed, they had, including toilet paper. They actually had toilet paper. Now, did they have a ton? No. They did have more of the like generic X brand crap that most people hate. But I actually got a 6-pack of jumbo rolls of Charmin toilet paper. They had it. And surprisingly enough, I will say this, okay? I thought I was going to walk into the grocery store and it was going to be havoc. I thought you were going to have people who were going to be fighting over stuff. and yelling at each other and snatching stuff that it was almost going to be like, chaos because people are panicking about, the coronavirus and panic buying. But surprisingly enough, it was very civil. Everyone seemed to be being nice to each other. There was nothing like that. It seemed like there was more than enough stuff to go around for the stuff that people that were there. We were all buying what we wanted. It wasn't as bad as I would say the media is making it out to be. And it wasn't as bad as, say, coming at night. Now, here's the thing. I was there 8 in the morning, right? Grocery stores restock overnight. And during the course of the day, as things come in, they restock. I'm absolutely sure that if you go in there around, 1, 2 p.m., things start to get scarce. And the problem with that is when people see things running out, that's when they panic. That's when they panic buy. So I'm sure probably in the afternoon someone goes in there, oh my God, there's no toilet paper left. Oh man, I need this and this and this. Next thing you know, they're snatching everything off the shelf and they're stockpiling a bunch of stuff which they don't need to stockpile. You see what I mean? And I think that I was there early enough that I avoided that whole issue, which was good. And I ended up getting enough for the week. And, I bought a few extras, not hoarding at all. But basically, I bought like 1 or 2 extra meals worth of frozen food. So that way, if anything goes wrong, I have a couple extra days of food. Like I said, I ended up getting everything. I was shockingly surprised at how much they had. I couldn't get the kind of pasta I wanted. I had to get a different kind of pasta, stuff like that. But there were substitute items and everything. So it was good. And in reality, I thought, I'm going to have to wait in line for like an hour. I waited in line for 5 minutes before I checked out, and that was it. Like, wow. It was a complete opposite situation from what I was expecting. I thought I was going to have a horrendous time, and I was worried about fights and all kinds of stuff breaking out, and it was the complete and utter opposite. I was very, very happy about how it turned out. And quite frankly, everywhere that I went, yesterday, because I did have to go other places. I had other things I had to get, other supplies. I had an appointment I had to make. Everywhere I went, people were being very civil and nice to each other. And it actually made me feel good. It actually, at a time when like everything is being panicked and everything is really shitty, it actually made me feel really good. Because it made me feel a little bit more confident in the positivity of the human race. And it made me feel like maybe people aren't as panicked as people are making out. Like, maybe there are panicked people, but these are not the logical people, right? These are the idiots who are going out there in the middle of the day or late in the day, and they wonder why the store is empty, and then they freak out. And those are the people who are making the news. Those are the people, you know what I mean? It seems like if you just act with a level head, you do things rationally and logically, everything's fine, Don't go to the store at 8 at night and expect it to be stocked. Go at 8 in the morning. Duh. Now here's something that I found, okay? I was curious about a few things. And one of the places that I actually went into, just on curiosity's sake yesterday, I went into a liquor store. Because I was wondering, during a time like this, are people panicking and running and buying liquor and everything? No, in fact, it was the opposite. And if you can believe it, the liquor store that I went into had a giant pallet of bottles of water just sitting there in the middle of the store. Literally just sitting there unbought. So it's hilarious because the grocery store had no water at all. The liquor store was massively stocked with bottles of water. And no one went in there to buy it. Probably because no one even thought about going in there. So I didn't buy any anyway, because I'm going to tell you, for the first day here, this is day 1 of something new, guys. I've gone back to filtered water, which I didn't used to do. I was doing bottled water for years here. But I used to do filtered water years ago, back in the day, when I used to originally do my YouTube videos, when I was a YouTuber. I had a Brita pitcher that I used to filter water, and I drank filtered water all day long. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, today's a momentous occasion. For those on pre-stream, take a look at your screens right now. Well, oops. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. For some reason, my capture device isn't working. I'm going to have to test that, because it should be working right now, and it's not. I don't know why it's not working. That's not good. I may have to restart my computer or something to get it to work again. Or you know what it might be? Oh, yeah. I know exactly what it is. There's a cord unplugged. Holy shit. Hold on a second, guys. There's a cord unplugged. There we go. That would probably be why it wasn't working. Now, if it's going to work like this, I don't know. I may have to restart my stream setup in order to get that to work. Because yesterday I cleaned my office. I'm going to talk all about this. Yesterday I cleaned my office, and while we were cleaning, a few things plugged and unplugged, and my capture device is one of the things that unplugged. I don't know if there's a way to refresh it on the fly. I don't think so. I don't think there's a way to like refresh the capture device on the fly without completely restarting my computer or restarting the capture setup and maybe the computer. I don't know. I'm looking right now. I don't see it. Whoa. Okay, it might be working. Hold on. Well, there we go. Ha-ha! Look at that. On the fly fixing. Very nice. Okay, but anyway, one of the things I wanted to show you, by the way, the camera's not centered right. See, I told you, I cleaned my office and everything's kind of discombobulated and screwed up. For the first time in many, many, many years, ladies and gentlemen, today's a momentous occasion. The return of the Stein. Yes, the Stein that used to appear in my videos over the past decade or more. The Stein returns today because I'm drinking filtered water. All right, pretty cool. You can't even get this Stein anymore. This used to be available on a cafe press shop that I used to have open years and years ago. No longer exists anymore. But the Dark Side Phil Stein has returned. I'll be drinking from the Stein starting today. And also, the Nioh water that I drink every day, which is basically just water with Nioh in it, which has like flavoring and stuff. I'm going to be drinking out of a thermos now. So no more bottles and bottle crunches, at least for the foreseeable future, because I'm basically changing up the way that I'm drinking, water during my streams, which isn't a huge deal for you guys, but it's a lifestyle change for me. Like I said, when I first started, all right, I can turn this off now. When I first started streaming, when I first started doing YouTube videos, I was doing filtered water, Brita filtered water in a Brita pitcher. Now, I liked that, but for some odd reason, over time, it started giving me heartburn. I have no idea why. Maybe it's just because my stomach was having problems or whatever. But I would actually start to get heartburn drinking that water during streams. So I changed to bottled water, and then I never had that issue ever again. So I've been drinking bottled water for upwards of 5+ years here on streams. And, that's how we got the bottle crunch emote and all of that. But now, being that you can't really get bottled water anymore due to the coronavirus and people panic buying bottled water for some reason, I decided to get a filtration system. So I do. It's Pure, is it a P-U-R, Pure filtration system. And I started using it last night, and the water, it tastes great. And the system seems to be pretty effective. I like it. So I'm going to be using Pure moving forward. And obviously, I'll let you guys know, how I like it in the long term. But, good stuff. So I'll be drinking, out of the Stein and Nioh water in the morning. That's nothing like what I am, not in a bottle anymore. No more bottle crunches, basically. The bottle crunches are going to be abolished from streams. I'm going to be using this filtration system moving forward. And that also means that, no bottles, no bottled water, no bottles. So there you go. Okay. So anyway, I thought it was funny. Like I said, I walked into this liquor store and they had freaking tons of bottled water. Tons. All right. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. No, I'm not going to lie. I also bought a little bit of liquor. I got some rum while I was in there. I'm not going to lie to all of you. I bought some rum while I was in there. Haven't had rum in a while. Nice rum and Coke every once in a while is something relaxing that I like to do. So I got some rum. See? People say, oh, he was lying. He went in there, he didn't buy anything. No, of course I got something. I got some rum. Okay? So, but that was funny to me. I was like, dude, there's so much water in there. A whole giant pallet of it. And by the way, I have to say this too. What is the difference? I have to ask this question. What is the difference between bottled water and seltzer water? Okay? Because every store had seltzer water. Every single store I went to had carbonated water. Every one. Isn't that just as good as bottled water? I mean, why are people only hoarding the plain bottled water, but they're not buying the other water that's right in front of your face? It's the same shit, only it has bubbles in it, right? So, if anything, it just proves there's no logic to anything. It's just, it is panic buying. It's exactly what it is. It's stupidity. Now, in addition to that, my wife made a very interesting observation yesterday. She says, I can understand the panic buying with bottled water. People are thinking society's going to shut down. You can't get clean water anymore, right? I can understand the panic buying with toilet paper. You want to wipe your ass. And if you're shutting yourself in, you might think, I'm not going to go out for a while. I want to buy as much toilet paper as I can so I can wipe my ass, all right? But here's a question, all right? Why on earth are people panic buying hand sanitizer? Okay, now you might say, well, it's because you want to keep your hands clean. You don't want to catch the coronavirus, right? I don't think people understand how hand sanitizer works, all right? The reason that you would buy a ton of hand sanitizer is because you want to keep your hands clean so you don't catch the coronavirus. But if you're self-quarantining, if you're panic buying so you can hoard and stay home, you're not leaving your house. You're not going into environments where the coronavirus exists. Therefore, you don't need the hand sanitizer. If you're self-quarantining, you're the person on the planet who needs this hand sanitizer the least. If anything, it should be people who have to go out every day for work or whatever. Those are the people who should be hoarding the hand sanitizer, not the people who are quarantining. So does it make any sense that these idiots are buying a million things of hand sanitizer? No. It's just stupidity. The other thing I should say is I am happy that now, finally, stores are limiting your purchase. Every store I went to yesterday had a sign that basically said, sorry, cleaning supplies, toilet paper, hand soap, hand sanitizer, it's all limited to like 1, 2, or 3 items per person. They weren't allowing people to walk out with insane, giant fucking stacks of this stuff because people are so fucking dumb that they're hoarding and panicking, So that was a good thing. And obviously that's going to help in the long run. If you're limiting what people can buy, then they're not going to be able to hoard it, and people who need it are going to be able to get it. So I was very happy with that. And in reality, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be at all. Okay. And Kat and I actually tried DoorDash for the first time, because you can't go to restaurants to eat anymore. They're all closed to business for you to be able to sit down and eat inside. But many restaurants are staying open for delivery or takeout. And, we wanted to see what was available. So we actually got DoorDash from a restaurant. And it worked out pretty well. In fact, what we found out is that DoorDash is pretty much free, although some places blatantly lie. So I'll give you an example. Sometimes you'll go to a restaurant, it'll say free delivery from DoorDash, and you order, and everything's fine. And then another time it'll say free delivery from DoorDash, and you go to order, and you realize the prices are way more expensive than they are in the real menu. Like, I'll give you an example. There was a place that I know for a fact that the appetizer that we ordered from them normally would be like $3 to $4, but if you order it from DoorDash, it's $4.71. What? Did you ever go to a restaurant and you saw a menu item that ended in 71 cents? Obviously not. So what they did is they used some proprietary formula that's built into the DoorDash, system to artificially, increase the prices so that you're paying more. Even though they claim it's free delivery, you're paying more on the base price of what you're ordering anyway, so they make money. See? So DoorDash, it was good. It worked well. The only problem I have with it is you can basically have your order, it looks like it's available, and then it's not. So we actually ordered from one place, and within an hour, they canceled our order and basically said, oh, this place isn't actually doing takeout food now. It's like, then why are they listed? Oh, because normally they do it, but, they decided not to open during this whole panic. Oh, okay. So then we ordered from somewhere else, and it was fine. Luckily, we had ordered way ahead of time so that it wasn't a big deal. But it was interesting, to say the least. They showed up, a little early, actually. We had ordered it for a certain time, and it showed up like 15 minutes early. So we actually weren't... In reality, we were vacuuming my office when the guy shows up with the food, we were like, oh shit. You know, we didn't even hear him. We ran downstairs because at first we couldn't hear him ringing the doorbell because he showed up early. But it was nice. The food was good. You know, no complaints. It worked well. Certainly DoorDash is like an antisocial thing because you're never going out, right? Like when my wife and I like to go out, the one day a week we get to go out, we like going to a restaurant and sitting down in an atmosphere that's not our own kitchen or dining room and enjoying food out in a nice atmosphere. Like that's part of the experience of going out and having a good relaxing day. And we obviously couldn't do that yesterday, and we're not going to be able to do that for the foreseeable future. So it's still nice to be able to get the food, though. So, it was an interesting day for sure. I got everything I needed safely, with little stress. Although I had to be up super early to do it, it took a lot of weight off my back. I was able to go around yesterday and do the things I needed to do. I bought this pure water filtration system for the house. I had an appointment I had to make, all that. By the way, no, I wasn't out all day because of you. Oh, Phil, you were so irresponsible. You're out all day. I wasn't. I went to the grocery store. I came home, and then we went out again after a little bit for a few hours, probably like 3 hours, I would say, just to go out and do what we needed to do. And then we came right back home, and we spent most of the day at home, which is very different. Usually on our days off, it's a day out and about all day long. We're going to and fro and doing all this stuff. And obviously, can't do that when most of the stuff is closed and they don't want you out. They want you at home, right? So it was fun, although it was very different, all right, than a normal day. So there you go. I hope that that was entertaining to you guys. That was my day off, all right? My next day off is going to be Tuesday of next week. So, yeah, Tuesday of next week, next day off, another adventure. Fair enough. Okay. Now let's talk about this week, guys, because this week's going to be interesting and very different with new releases and all kinds of stuff. And like I said, because of some schedule changes, you know, some things have to basically change around and get shifted around and get bumped. And I apologize in advance, but what can I do, right? So here's the deal. Today, what are we doing? Well, we're going to continue on with Nioh 2. It's going to be about, it's going to be about, 3 to 4 hours of Nioh 2 progress. I believe we're in the midst of doing some extra side missions that unlocked, and then we're going to do the next story mission, okay? So that's going to be Nioh 2 today. I'm really enjoying the switch glaive, switching between the two styles, mid and high stance style. I don't really like the low stance. Haven't really messed around with it, don't really like it that much, but I definitely like this glaive. It's been a lot of fun. We now got to the point in the game where I'm unlocking magic and the like, which is good because magic is one of my focuses with the glaive. So we'll see how it goes. We'll continue on here, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. All right, and then tonight, this is the big change to the schedule, guys. My late stream tonight will be my first ever stream of Call of Duty Warzone. Now, the first thing I got to say is I waited a week to play it because there was no solos. Well, they launched solos. So I'm going to be trying out solo mode tonight, all right? That's the thing. You guys want to see Battle Royale. You want to see me do solo. That's what I'm doing, all right? Now, I have to ask you guys a question. How the hell do I get it? Because originally, I was told that the Battle Royale was supposed to be part of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but then people told me, oh, no, it's not. It's so separate. It's free. Everyone can play it. So how do I download this thing? Do I re-download Modern Warfare, and then it comes with it? Or do I specifically download this as a separate download on the PlayStation Store? I don't know what I do. I don't know how to get it. Okay? But I need to get it during the break today, obviously. So I need to know how it goes. All right? Look at this. Within 2 seconds, Prankbox is part of it, and then someone else says it's a standalone. It's listed on PSN Warzone, and it's free. It's a standalone game. All right, well, then I'll get it. Right after I finish with Nioh 2, I'll swap over. I'll jump over to the PlayStation Store, and I'll start downloading Warzone for tonight's late stream, okay? I don't know how it's going to go. All right, I don't know. We'll see, I guess, if it's good or not. It'll be an interesting experiment, to say the least, because I haven't played Battle Royale now in a while. And, you guys really enjoyed when I played Black Ops 4 Blackout for the year that I played it. But here we are, almost in friggin' April, and now finally a new Battle Royale. It's kind of crazy that it took them this effing long. I mean, the game came out in, what, October? So, what, like almost 6 months later it takes them to fucking put this thing out? We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's good, okay? So that's tonight's late stream. So obviously this now bumps all the streams of the week, okay? Tomorrow, we're going to go back to Mass Effect 2 for a stream. We've got one final companion mission for Samara, and then we've got 2 DLCs to do. And then once those are all done, we pretty much have done all the side-style content of the game, and we continue on with the story. I predict probably another 1 to 2 streams of Mass Effect 2 to finish it. I really don't think we're finishing it tomorrow, but maybe another 2 streams, depending on how long it takes me to do these story missions. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be my weekly Throwback Street Fighter stream. Well, you might be saying, why is that on a Thursday night? You always do it on a Friday night. That's very odd that you would play Street Fighter on a Thursday. Well, you're absolutely right, guys. The reason I'm doing it that way is because Friday is a double new release day. All right? Double new release day. And because of that, I'm not going to be able to play Street Fighter on Friday. So I'm doing it on Thursday night. Okay? So Throwback Street Fighter on Thursday night. Okay? Friday, 2 giant premieres. It's going to be a very fun day. Doom Eternal on the early stream, and Animal Crossing New Horizons on the late stream. Doom Eternal, a game that I'm very highly anticipating, probably my most anticipated game of the year. I really enjoyed Doom 2016. It was right up my alley, and I can't wait for this one. Animal Crossing New Horizons, I've never played before, okay? So I don't even know how it's going to play or whatever, but everyone's telling me it's a really great chill game. Like, to hang out with an audience and talk and interact and have fun while just messing around and exploring in a game is going to be like that kind of game, and it should be super fun. So I'm excited for that. All right, Friday night. And then on Saturday, it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be more Doom and more Animal Crossing. Okay? Sunday, I'm going to do more Mass Effect 2. Excuse me, more Nioh 2. Sorry, I misspoke. More Nioh 2 on Sunday. And then Sunday night, we're going to do Morrowind. Because normally it was supposed to be Morrowind tonight, but obviously it's getting bumped, so we could try out Warzone, okay? And then on Monday, it'll either be more Doom or Nioh 2, depending on what you guys want. And Monday night will be my weekly Minecraft chill stream. And that's the streaming week, guys. That's the 6 straight days. So you see what I'm saying? Like, number 1, I would like to play more Mass Effect 2 and finish it. I can't. Not enough time. We got too many new releases. Number 2, there's a game that I played recently that I did really well in. I learned, and I said, man, I would like to play more of it. And guess what? Because of everything going on this week, it's just not possible. And that game is Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I told you guys, I really feel that game came out at a horrible time. Unless you're a 100% fighting game player and all you do is focus in on fighting games, it was a really bad release window. Because I want to play more of this game, and I just don't have time. I did really well. When I played Grand Blue this past weekend, I learned a lot about the game and the game engine. I learned about the character Beelzebub and how to play him, and I won the majority of my matches. People who were there for the stream overwhelmingly said, wow, that was a positive stream. Keep going. We want to see you improve and play more. I was like, okay, I'll do it next weekend. And then all this happened. Warzone's out now and everything's like, well, I guess I can't play it. You know, what can you do? So I just kind of shrugged and be like, what can I do? But who knows when I'll even get back to it, quite frankly. You know? And that sucks because it's a game that, like I said, it's not a bad game. Definitely it's different. It's not classic Street Fighter. People who say that are idiots who don't understand classic Street Fighter at all. Not surprising that people told me that, though. And so, you know, it's all right. I'm not in love with it. But at the same time, I'm learning, and I'm enjoying learning with the game and getting better. And now it looks like I don't even know when the hell I'm going to have time to go back to it, you know. If this had released a month earlier, if this had released in the summer, if this had released at a better time frame window for a fighting game, I'd probably be playing way more of it, learning more characters and having fun with it. But it just seems like it's going to end up being kind of like almost forgotten, right? It sucks. It sucks. But what can I do, right? All right, so that's the week. Let's reiterate. Today it's Nioh 2, and I'm trying Warzone solos tonight. Tomorrow, it's Mass Effect 2 and Throwback Street Fighter. Friday, Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizon premiering. Saturday, the same thing. Sunday, more Nioh 2 and Morrowind. And then on Monday, either Doom or Nioh, depending on what you guys want, and Minecraft, okay? The next whole week is going to basically be kind of more of the same, a balance of the same stuff as I try to get through Doom Eternal and get further into Nioh 2 and possibly finish up Mass Effect 2. Okay? There is another big release coming in early April, Resident Evil 3 Remake. And my goal is to complete at least one, if not more, of the current main games that I'm playing by the time that comes out, because I need to focus heavily on Resident Evil 3 Remake, because then right around the corner after that, only like I think 4 days after that, is Final Fantasy 7 Remake. And we all know everyone's going to want to see that. That's going to be a giant focus. So pretty crazy, right? So yeah, I'm going to be really hunkering down and trying to finish up some stuff. And that's why, you know, that's also why I suspended the Mega Man Zero playthroughs and everything, because I knew we weren't going to have time to do that kind of stuff at this point with all these other new releases coming out, okay? And no, I'm not playing the Resident Evil 3 demo. No, I'm not playing the Final Fantasy 7 demo. I don't have time for any of this. I already have so many streams coming out. I just do not have time for this stuff, guys, okay? Now, a few things. Number one, my office is clean for the first time in 2 years. Kat and I, yesterday, we wiped down the entire office and vacuumed the floor. I got a bunch of shit out of here that I don't need, or I put it away. So I've got like a bunch of shit that was just like laying out in my office. I boxed up, I put it into my closet, or it's getting thrown out. You know, I tossed it into the garage, a bunch of junk, like the freaking Guitar Hero guitar. Yeah, like I'm never going to use that again. Or was it Rock Band? I actually think it was Rock Band guitar. You know, that's out of here. Cleaned everything, vacuumed. Like, it's crazy how different the office looks. The floors, I can see the carpet. You know, there's not piles of hair and dirt, and there's not peripherals all over the floor. I can actually see the carpeting of the floor now, which is a change, quite frankly. So, yeah, kind of interesting. But hopefully, now that the office has been cleaned, it'll be more like a lot of the times I have respiratory issues. I have issues, you know, oh my God, my nose is bothering me, my throat is bothering me. And I get the feeling one of the major reasons is because I'm in this office all day and it's disgusting, full of dust and dirt and shit. But now it's clean, 100%. So hopefully this will lend to a better experience on streams. And, no, it's not the first time I cleaned since I moved in. It was clean when I moved in. I probably cleaned it 2 years after I moved in. And the last time I thoroughly cleaned this room, no lie, was 2 years ago. When Kat moved in with me, we cleaned the whole house. And we cleaned my room at that point. And for 2 years, I've been working my ass off here, streaming for you guys every day, and never had a chance to thoroughly clean the room. So, finally did it. And someone actually made fun of me last night on Twitter. Fair enough, they said, so let me get this straight. It took a global pandemic for you to take the time to clean your office. I was like, I mean, yeah, matter of factly, that's what happened. And probably the next time I'll be able to clean it. I said, maybe if the aliens land on Earth, I'll have a chance to maybe like redesign how the office works and rotate stuff around. That's how busy I am. Every day I'm here streaming. I don't have a downtime because the day off that I have, typically, as I told you guys, I'm out and about. The only reason I couldn't do that yesterday was because they're not letting people be out and about, right? Everything was half closed. So, I couldn't really do much on my day off. So I was home to clean and stuff. But that's how busy my life is most of the time. Just, it's crazy flying around doing shit, and I certainly don't have time to do anything on days that I'm streaming. Alrighty then, guys. Okay, so one final thing, and then we'll get to the next segment of the pre-stream, which is pretty important today, and I'll explain why in a moment. Subscriber goal for the month. Subscribers have dipped significantly. If you haven't noticed, at one point we were over 675 subs. We're down to 603. This is not surprising. We had a significantly long amount of time without new releases. Okay. And we already hit the subscriber goal tier 1 for the month, which is the Viewer's Choice event, which you guys are nominating games for right now. And thank you to those who have. And the tier 2 goal was very close. In fact, at one point we had about 700 subs. We were only about 20 away from hitting the tier 2 subscriber goal, which if you don't know what it is, if we hit 725 subs this month, that means that 2 games will be played from viewer's choice and become full playthroughs. The first and second place games in the poll will be played, okay? Reason I did that is because, number one, the past few months that I did viewer's choice, the past few months that I did subscriber goals, people were upset that I hit the goal right away and I didn't do a tier 2 goal. So I said, okay, this month I'll set it up per popular demand. In addition to that, the last few times I did viewer's choice, people were disappointed that the second place game didn't get played because usually the polling's really close. And so because of that, people are like, second place game didn't get played. This sucks. So, you know, that's why I added it as a tier 2 goal that we'd play both games, first and second place in the poll. Sadly, we are over 100 subs away at this point, guys. I mean, I'm going to be realistic. It would take a miracle at this point. Like, how are we going to get 125 subs in like a week and a half? I mean, maybe there'll be some hype. Maybe people will come in here for Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing, and, you know, people will be excited and want to sub or whatever. But, you know, I can't make you sub. I'm certainly not going to sit here and yell at you for not subbing if you're not subbed. That's ridiculous. I appreciate the incredible amount of support you guys already give me. I can't complain at all. I don't know why people aren't subbing, but, you know, it is what it is. It's a 600 subs. By the way, 600 subs is great for this channel. On average, you know, from what I'm going to understand, I don't know because I don't look at numbers. People tell me I usually have between 300-400 viewers a stream. So the fact that I have 600 subs means that basically there are people that come for certain kinds of game, and they don't come for every stream. You see what I mean? And so I'm happy to have 600 people supporting me with subscriptions. That's a great number. In no way am I complaining. But, you know, the reason we had the tier 2 sub goal set up was because you guys asked for it, and you guys wanted more than one game to be viewer's choice, and now here we are, way away from hitting the tier 2 goal. So, maybe this is a failed experiment. Maybe from now on I just do the tier 1 goal and that's it. Because I hate to say it, but when we don't hit a goal, it kind of disheartens certain people, which they shouldn't be. You shouldn't be disheartened just because we don't hit a goal. That's ridiculous, especially if it's a stretch goal like this. We already hit our main goal, you know, with subs this month. That's a great positive. But then people were like, oh, look, Phil didn't hit his tier 2 subs goal this month. That's horrible. And it means that everything bad's happening. It's like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that at all. You know, well, some people take it that way, right? They're looking for, like, smashing ultimate victory every month, which isn't going to happen. So anyway, guys, please consider subbing if you haven't. All right? You get many benefits out of subbing, as you guys know. If we do hit the subscriber goal, great. I'd be very happy. Obviously, it would help me out a ton. And we do a tier 2, you know, reward of 2 games being viewers' choice playthroughs. But there's really not much I can say about it. It is what it is, right? So there you go. All right, guys. So now, guys, thank you very much for listening to that very long first segment of the pre-stream. Let's move on to the gratuitous plugs, all right? Now, today I'm going to skip talking about things like my Patreon and my Teespring and stuff because you guys know about all that. Right now, I'm going to be very honest with all of you. If you guys like the streams and you like the fact that I upload my videos to YouTube, you like everything going on, you feel that I'm bringing you some entertainment value and joy during a time when everyone kind of really needs it, please consider, you know, contributing to the streams. It helps out. It allows me to keep doing this for a living. Okay? I'm going to say this up front. It's not mandatory that you contribute at all. My streams are free to watch on Twitch. They always have been and always will be. I consider it going above and beyond being a standard stream viewer to actually contribute to my streams, and I appreciate every single person that contributes in any way. Excuse me. Whether that means that you actually contribute, you know, in a way that I'm about to describe, or it means you just hang out with me and have a good time on stream. It's all appreciated. That's part of the experience. You know, I'm a lifetime gamer. It's been my hobby as well as my job for 9 years, but it's been my hobby my whole life. And I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I ever monetized them. I would continue to stream in the future if I couldn't make money doing it in some limited capacity, but I would do it because I love it so much. Gaming, like I said, it's my passion. And that's why I do it. I'm not here for a paycheck. You know, it's always been my philosophy. If I'm putting out a positive, fun stream, you guys are enjoying it, then the support will come. You know what I mean? It's not about, you know, any kind of support, financial or otherwise, before putting out a good stream. Okay? So that's not the case. I'm almost done with my Nioh water. It's funny because I can't tell anymore because I'm drinking it out of this this mug and I can't actually see how much I have in it. It's kind of odd to not be able to look and see how much I have because I'm so used to drinking bottled water, right? But anyway, all right. If you like my streams, if you like what I do, you want to be supportive, you want to help out with everything, please consider contributing in one of the ways I'm about to outline. Today, I'm going to focus in on ways you can contribute during a live stream because I think those are more important. So today, if you want to get a shout out during the stream, if you either cheer with bits or you subscribe to the channel or you tip me, all right, I'm going to give you a live shout out to say thank you. I'm going to update the leaderboard with things like the top cheerer and top tipper of the stream because those things are very much appreciated. If you are a top cheerer of the week or you gift subs, there are 2 other leaderboards that automatically update on Twitch itself that I'm going to read out and give thanks for as well. But in particular, if you want to help me out the most right now, guys, being very honest, please tip me today. So here's the deal. This week coming up is going to be very financially challenging for me. Here's why. In 1 week's time, I have to pay one particular bill that's due now, and they're saying I have to pay it, okay? I have to buy 2 games for Friday, which I can't afford yet, so I'm hoping to raise enough funds today and tomorrow to do that. I also have to raise enough funds to do my errands and stuff next week, like grocery shopping and stuff. You know, I have to raise a lot of money in the next 6 days on streams. And tipping me helps me with that because tips is support that I get immediately. Okay? When you tip me, I can put it towards all those things I just described. Very matter-of-factly. I immediately get that support, and it allows me to pay the bill, buy the games, get groceries. See what I mean? So please consider tipping me today if you can. Please do. You know, I appreciate all other forms of support. They all help in the long term, but they all have processing time. Tipping has no processing time. I get that right away. So please, guys, if you can help out today with tipping, please do. I really need the support the next few days. Just to, first of all, to just afford the games for Friday. But then on top of that, you know, raising funds for next week. So I really need the help if you guys can, okay? Fair enough? Okay, so let's talk about that. If you'd like to tip, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can look below the stream, or you can type exclamation point tip into the stream chat. That takes you to my PayPal tips page. On that page, you can either tip me via a registered PayPal account, or you can use a major debit or credit card to make a payment like anything else on the internet. If you don't see those options available, you have to reload that page on a full desktop version of the site, okay? Which means if you're on a mobile device, oh man, I don't see the option, you know, to tip via credit card. You have to reload full desktop version. All right. Or just jump on a desktop PC and it should load it automatically because I just checked that last week and it was working on my laptop. So, now, a PSA, everyone. If you're thinking of contributing today, I beg of you, please do what you can to protect your identity. Sadly, there's a lot of people on the internet or out to hurt others just for the hell of it, not because they get any personal gain or anything out of it, just because they can, because somehow they get some kind of weird pleasure out of anonymously hurting people on the internet, okay? Oh my God, excuse me. So that being said, you know, please realize the amount of information you might actually have out there on the internet that can be mobilized against you. Just on social media alone, you probably have things like your friends and family members, maybe where you like to hang out, maybe where you work, your interests and stuff. All that stuff is personal info, private info that can be used to hurt you, you know? And a lot of people don't realize the capacity at which that can be utilized to hurt a person, which is unfortunate, right? So please be careful, first of all, with the information you put out on the internet. But understand that there are people who will use that to hurt you. The reason I bring this up is because I don't want anyone to contribute on today's stream and give out too much info. And next thing you know, you got people harassing you on the internet just because you contributed on a stream. So I strongly urge you, if you're going to tip me today, please either do it anonymously, which you can do, or make up a name completely that has nothing whatsoever to do with you or your real life persona or any of your social media. Make sure it's disassociated from that stuff so people can't try to harass you online and come after you for a contribution. Fair enough? I hope so. I hope you guys take that to heart. I hate hearing about people getting harassed online and stuff because they were a little bit, you know, too forthcoming with personal info and the like. All right? Okay. So, guys, please consider contributing if you can. Please tip me if you can. That helps out the most. And I really need the help right now the next few days to week. I mean, first of all, like I said, affording the games on Friday. I'm starting from zero here. I need to raise those funds from scratch. That's over 120 bucks I need to raise by Thursday night so I can buy those games. And then after that, I got bills to pay and stuff, so please consider contributing if you can. Fair enough, everyone? All right, thank you very much for even considering. All right, guys, all that being said, let's talk about the rules of the stream. Number one, I'm streaming on Twitch TV, which means I need to abide by all the rules and regulations of Twitch as a business. And so please understand that I have to follow their code of conduct, and I can't just say and do whatever I do on my stream. Number two, I have my own chill vibe that I like to maintain on my streams. Allow me to explain. And actually, today I have to elaborate on the chill vibe based on your feedback. All right? So number one, there's a few topics that I feel have no place on gameplay streams. Those topics are politics and religion. In the 11 plus years I've been a content creator, I found that those topics derail gameplay streams and just get people arguing with each other. So we make it a rule of thumb, we don't talk about those things on the stream unless they have a connection to the game I'm playing. So for example, if I'm playing a game that has political or religious, talk or part of the plot is that, that's different, that's allowed. But in general, we just don't derail the streams with that talk. Now guys, I need to update this for today, especially with everything going on in the world, all right? We're all well aware of what is going on right now. All right, we are. We're all well aware of, the pandemic going on. And it's a shame, but it's life. All right? I talked about it on the pre-stream. I let you know what's going on with me and my take and all that, and that's all great. However, some people have expressed strong dissatisfaction with the discussion in the stream chat. Not with me, but with the discussion in the stream chat when I'm playing games, saying that too many people are constantly talking about the coronavirus and the pandemic, and they're coming here to escape that. They're not coming to my streams to talk about that. It's everywhere. It's in the news. Everyone else outside of my streams is talking about it. They don't want to come here and then be inundated with talk about this. Okay? I tend to agree. I got what I had to say about it done on the pre-stream on purpose so that we don't have a complete derailment on my streams today talking about it. All right, people, as I told you guys, I have a chill vibe mentality. I want you guys to come by my streams and be able to relax and escape all the drama of the real world. That's kind of the major point of my chill stream is come relax and have fun, enjoy a game, immerse yourself in the gaming, and that way you don't have to worry about all the shit outside of the streams. And I've had more than a few people complaining about this, okay? So that being said, what I would like to say is this. I'm not going to outright say, don't talk about it. That would be pretty stupid, right? But at the same time, please don't make it the entirety of the stream. Please don't freak out about it. Please don't, start stuff with other people about it. Please, if there's people who are like, man, I just want to talk about the game, please respect that. And don't try to completely dominate the stream chat with this kind of negativity about what's going on right now. All right? People are coming here to have a good time. You should be here to have a good time. Fair enough? So, I don't want people derailing the stream talking about it constantly. Right? But I want to say this up front. I don't want anyone not understanding that this is the case and then coming in here and, oh, man, and it's feeling bad because they wanted to talk about it. And the next thing you know, oh, they're getting in trouble for it. That's not how I want the stream to go. But at the same time, I feel like I kind of have to put my foot down a bit because I agree. Everyone, if you just keep talking about it constantly, number one, there's no escape from it. There's no stress relief. And number two, you just cause more panic. So we know what's going on. We all could talk about it at our own pace, but it doesn't have to be the entirety of my stream, guys. Okay? So let's all please relax and have a good time. And I'm saying this too. I know there's, we have some new moderators on the stream in DRS Gangsta and King Goken. We've got Straight Cash Homie. We've got our usual mods like Popsicolo and Kekken and Madara is God and Infinite and Eternal Napalm. Everyone, does a good job on the streams, but I'm just laying this out as kind of a new general rule. I'm not going to completely ban the topic like I do usually with politics and religion. But at the same time, we can't have the entirety of the stream be talking about this stupid virus. Our lives are affected enough against it. This should be a place to escape that crap. Okay? Fair enough? Okay, guys. Thank you. Now, the other rule is that we don't bring up these negative assholes who constantly defame, slander, and insult me. They try to create controversy and drama. They try to do controversial stuff in regards to me on purpose just to stir up attention for themselves. Essentially, these are really boring fucking people who have nothing going on in their own lives. So all they do is deride others because they can't make positive content. If they made positive content, no one would watch it because they're boring people. Okay? So please understand these people exist they regularly make up shit and say nasty shit about me, and I'm not going to address any of them because there's no point. To do that, number one, derails my streams and takes away from the positivity, and number two, it gives them undue attention they don't deserve. So I'm well aware these people exist. I don't need to know specifically who's saying what about me on a certain day, or who's illegally restreaming and stealing my content on a daily basis. I already know they exist. We don't care. Bring them up on the stream is strictly prohibited. Please understand that and don't do it. Okay? Fair enough. All right. Let's move on now to the third and final segment of pre-stream, the shoutouts, where I say thank you to everyone who's contributed, and we start updating the leaderboards, and we get a little bit of discussion in before we get to gameplay. Fair enough. We start off today with Ashen G Forever, who actually resubscribed to the channel yesterday during my day off. And he says, I think you are the best streamer out there, and you make good streams. Thank you very much, Ashen G Forever. That's an 8-month resub, by the way. So thank you for 8 months of support, Ashen G Forever. Okay. An important question from Mr. Papavera. He actually cheered this morning as the stream was going live. And he asks, I want to know, does someone out there have the world seed or have access to the world seed for Phil's Bedrock world in Minecraft? I know it's posted somewhere and tried searching around for it. If you have no idea what he's talking about, once a week I play Minecraft on the Xbox One. Well, we've been working on projects in this, but come to find out, Mr. Papavera is worried because what he's getting wind of is that apparently things in the Xbox One version of the game, which is called Bedrock, aren't the same as they are in the PC version of the game, which is called Java. And the problem is we may be working on some projects that aren't going to work properly because they work in one version and not the other. Okay? So last thing we want to do is waste our time building a giant thing, elaborate thing, and keep wasting time on it, and then it doesn't work. That would really stink. The good news is, all the projects we've been working on recently, I've learned stuff. Like, for example, the mob grinder we're working on, I've learned all kinds of elements about the game. Like, how to build these crazy elevators, how to tame animals properly and have them follow you around with leads and stuff. Like, it's not a waste of time. I've learned a tremendous amount about Minecraft just by doing that stuff, see? But, admittedly, it would be disappointing if we continue to work on this thing and in the end it doesn't work. So, Papa Vera is trying to get basically my world seed so that he can replicate the conditions of the Bedrock world, and he can mess around in it and see if, what's going to happen. So if anyone has access to that, please by all means share it with them. I don't know how to get that access. I have no clue. I don't know if it was something I did to share the seed or whatever. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Minecraft at that capacity. So please, by all means, if someone can help Papa Vera, please do. Okay? All right, shout out to Pissing Demon, who resubscribed for 27 months. Thank you, Pissing Demon, for that very long-standing ongoing support. Bagel Goose gifted a sub to Iron Chives. Thank you very much, Bagel Goose, for the support. Iron Chives, congratulations. I hope you enjoy the resub. Thank you very much. Hermione, 9,000. Actually, it's Hermione 6,900 gifted a sub to Mark McCauley. What the hell? What a nice accent. So thank you, Hermione, for the support. And congratulations, Mark McCauley. Chunky Jack 301 took me $1, wants me to unban him. Jeez, Chunky Jack, you really, I don't think you've got the picture yet. I mean, I did unban you, and then you immediately broke the rules again and got banned again. So what's the difference this time? What confidence should I put in you that you've changed and you've grown and you've become a mature individual? That's the question here. Because as they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 17 times, I'm a buffoon. And I don't want to be a buffoon. You know? Alright. How about this? I'm going to unban him. This is literally his last chance. At this point, I'm making it publicly known. If Chunky Jan, that's not his name. If Chunky Jack gets banned one more time, he's out of here for good. And he's already on thin ice. He's already on thin ice for everything he's done. So, this is the absolute final last chance. Okay? Fair enough? Okay, good. All right, continuing on. Hermione. I don't know why I say it like that. Hermione gifted a sub to Nabucco187. So congratulations, Nabucco187, on the gifted sub, and thank you, Hermione, for the support. Shout out to 007 Blaine, who tipped me $25. Thank you very much for that, 007 Blaine. Let me go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard. How you doing, Blaine? I hope you're doing well, man. Especially in all this chaos. You know, I hope that you're doing all right. I hope that, you know, my streams are entertaining you and you're taking your mind off of all the crap going on outside of them. And thanks for the support, man. It's good to see you. Thank you, Blaine. Very generous tip. Ponage101 tipped me $3.39. Thank you, Ponage, for the tip. Let me get that up, added to the leaderboard as well. Okay, and Ponage101 says the following. I'm glad that you play a variety of games. I went to a couple of streams on Twitch yesterday, one or two big-name guys, and I just don't find them appealing. Keep on doing what you're doing. Well, here's the thing. I want to do a variety of games because I feel, number one, that's in line with my liking of games. Like, I'm not a guy who only just likes one kind of game. I like fighting games. I like RPGs. I like shooters. I like adventure games. I like Battle Royale. I like a lot of stuff. And because of that, I like that I can express that interest in gaming with all of you on a daily basis. And every day you can come to my stream and I'm doing something different. I like that. You know, I feel that gives me a wider fan base and a wider viewer base than if I was just one game, one style. Imagine if I only played fighting games and all I was doing right now was playing shitty Street Fighter V, and now I'd be focusing in on Grand Blue, and that would be like all I put out at all, right? I'm sorry, I hate to say it. I think we have a hell of a lot more fun doing variety of stuff. So I love it. I love being a variety streamer. And you know, I'm not gonna shit talk anyone because I don't even know in particular what streamers you're talking about, Ponage. I'll say this, especially in the last, several months when I'm with my wife, I've been watching gameplay throughs with her. It's fun. Oh, by the way, we finished watching The Last of Us last night. That was one of the things we did because I couldn't go out and do much all day. We watched, a playthrough of The Last of Us the last few days. We finished it up yesterday. So now I'm 100% in line with the plot of The Last of Us for the sequel that's going to come out in a couple months. I got caught up, which is very great. Okay, I'm happy that we did that. But that basically being said, I've been watching other content creators, which people have told me to do for years. Guess what? They don't do anything different than me. I watch their stuff. In a lot of cases, I'll be honest, I think they're boring. I think that they do less than me. They do less commentary. Their gameplay, quite frankly, in some cases, actually isn't as good as mine, which is hilarious. I was just watching someone play The Last of Us, and they were hilariously trying to use the bow in terrible situations where you should never use it, missing constantly. It was hilarious to watch. But I'm like, damn. People criticize me. People give me shit for my streams and my content. This other stuff that's way more popular than mine isn't any better. Like, oh, you should improve and do this and that. And then I watch other people who are more popular than me, and I don't see any difference. I'm like, I thought I was going to learn. In reality, I think my stream was more entertaining. I think it's the negative stigma associated with me because of my fucking trolls that more than anything else that keeps people away. If people would actually come check out the streams and give it a chance, I think they'd enjoy these streams, So, I don't know. I'm just saying, I agree with you there, Ponage. I'm not saying anything negative towards any bigger streamers or whatever. I just don't think they do much different than me. And in some cases, I think that they're so mainstream, that they're so watered down, that they're not very entertaining to watch. While, I've always been the same guy. I've always been putting out this entertaining content. By the way, I've been putting out this kind of content before most of them. So who did they watch to learn what they do, right? I'm just saying, I've been around for 11 years doing this. And just because negative shitheads give me a bad name on the internet, I'm where I am, while all these other people somehow come to prominence and come up out of nowhere doing nothing different from what I do. And they're all bigwigs while I'm here where I am, right? And by the way, again, this is not me complaining. I'm happy where I am. I'm happy having the audience I have. I'm incredibly grateful for your support. I'm just saying, with all the shit that I get and all the negativity thrown my way, and then I watch other people, and like these people are no better than me. In fact, in a lot of cases, this stuff's worse than my stuff. Yet I'm the one who gets shit on constantly, saying that I don't make good content. Get the fuck out of here. So, let's continue. Bleach number 9. Tip me $1. It says something about, I don't know who this is. It says, I was watching Anissa Jomha. It says she's a huge fan of yours. Unironically, can you give her a shout out? Sure, why not? Shout out to Anissa. If you are a legitimate fan, awesome. Good to hear. I have no idea who you are, but thanks. Let's see here. No, Snort Gang. First of all, your name in particular is an insult towards me, and you just say stupid shit. You're not coming back to the streams. But thanks for the $1 tip. Crap cocked at 105-bit cheers. I missed the Grand Blue streams recently. How are you liking the online play? In reality, I think the online play of Grand Blue is not as laggy as other games. That's me being very honest. If anything, I think the problem here, okay, is the game itself's matchmaking is flawed. When you're trying to find a match, it almost always says that you're playing a 1 bar or 0 bar connection, but then when you actually join the match, the connection significantly jumps up and increases and looks better. I have it set that I'm only supposed to be playing people with the highest connection. Yet whenever I matchmake, it's looking for people, and it says that everyone has no good connections at all, which makes no sense. Though when I play the matches, usually they're not very laggy. I've only had a small handful of actually legitimately laggy matches. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Besides, I think the matchmaking, the online gameplay is decent, but the matchmaking stinks because it looks like everyone's a bad connection when they're not. All right, so that's my opinion on it. Thank you, Crapcock, for the top cheer of the day, by the way. Team Gardenator tipped me $1 and says, after watching the PS5 reveal stream today, I fell asleep during it. It was boring. All they did is talk about specs, even though it's still underpowered due to Xbox Series X and no price reveal, not even showing any hardware, games, or controller. Yeah, so those who don't know, this morning, the PlayStation 5 had a presentation, digital presentation, and all it was literally talking about the specs of the console. And from what I'm to understand, I don't know because I'm not paying attention to this shit. Apparently the specs aren't as good as the Xbox Series X, but the one thing that's startling is they're saying that the games are going to be basically insanely fast loading, like no more waiting around loading for games at all, due to a solid state drive and some kind of, technology they've developed to make it like really good or something, from what I'm to understand, all right? But the reason apparently this presentation was so boring, this was supposed to be the presentation that Sony gave during the Game Developers Conference, which would have been going on now if it weren't for the coronavirus pandemic. And it got canceled, so this is the information they prepared they wanted to tell to game devs, and they couldn't, so they put this out today. What they should have done, in my opinion, is as a prerequisite, said, all right, everyone, we're going to do a digital presentation, but understand this is mostly for game devs. It's just tech specs. It's not going to be super interesting to the basic consumer. And by the way, we're showing no gameplay, no anything. We're just talking numbers, period. So you probably aren't going to be interested unless you're a game dev looking at hardware specs. They didn't do that. They were like, oh, yeah, big PS5 presentation today, everyone. Check it out. Everyone checks it out like, wow, this is boring as dirt. I made a tweet about it. I was like, wow, I'm really disappointed that Sony's using magical fairies to power their PlayStation 5 instead of magical gnomes like the Xbox Series X. Because everyone knows the magical gnomes are way more powerful, so this is a big disappointment. So that's obviously a parody tweet, but the point I'm getting at is the common person doesn't give a fuck or understand what the hell's inside of the console at all. We don't care. I don't care if it's fairies, gnomes, hamsters running in fucking wheels, or the highest level of technology possible. All I care about is the games and the features of the console, none of which was explained today. So why did I need this information? The answer is I didn't need to know it at all. It could have literally been fairies inside of the PS5. I don't give a fuck, nor does it affect me. I want to know about the console itself, the benefits of it. So to me, it's like I didn't care about this presentation, and I think it was off base. They should have explained to everyone what it was going to be. They didn't, and now people are disappointed. That's what happens. Especially in the modern era where we're all stuck at home and we're craving information about positive stuff with new consoles, and this is what we get. We're like, what is this crap? Right? Okay. That Make Game Guy tipped me $1 and says that he's made a game in my honor. I'll be honest with all of you, I've not checked it out. I know nothing about it. So I'm not going to plug it until actually, I or someone I know gets a chance to check this out. But apparently this guy made a Flash game, I think it is. So I'll have to take a look at it at some point. But thank you for the $1 tip. I appreciate that. So that game, God, thank you for the $1 tip. Let me add that to the total. Got distracted. Snow Carl Cheers is a cost-saving measure. Since you have to buy 2 games on Friday, have you considered skipping one of them and playing games you already have? There's 2 major new releases. I want to play both of them. People want to see me play both of them. I've been talking about playing both of them for weeks, or actually months. No, I want to buy them both. So that's why I'm trying to raise the funds to do so. If I can't afford them both, obviously I won't buy them both. But I need to try to raise the funds to buy them in the next 2 days. So that's what I'm going for. All right? That's what people want. That's what I'm going for. Let's see what happens. Fair enough? All right. Okay. Let's do some shout-outs, guys, to those who cheered this week. Thank you to everyone who cheered this week, but in particular, thanks to the top 10 cheerers. Rob8777 is in 10th place. Crapcock is in 9th place. We have a 5-way tie for 4th place between Respergoo, Hobo Squatter, Cosmo Saber, Ninstar Rune, and Snow Carl. In 3rd place, we got Little Bankrupt. 2nd place is Seaman Demon Apocalypse. And in 1st place, Mr. Papavera. So thanks to everyone who has cheered so far this week. Also, thanks to those who gifted subscriptions. Bagel Goose gifted 1. PW Dubs gifted 1. And Hermione, I don't know why I keep saying it like that, gifted 2 this morning. So thank you for the support there. Project Aqua just did a 245-bit cheer, which first of all is the biggest cheer of the day. So let's get Project Aqua up on the leaderboard. $245. He says, you know, it sucks Grand Blues dropped. You were doing well and awesome last stream. I have no idea why there's so many negative videos on you about it when you were trying to learn. Hope your day goes well. Oh, I don't know. I don't watch negative videos at all. I'll tell you why they exist, because, again, I've already explained it on this stream. There is a large group of people on the internet who are complete shitheads. They're boring people. They can't put out positive content that anyone would watch. What they've done is they have pigeonholed this group of people, thousands of people, who only like negative shit. They like toxic, insulting, drama, garbage content on the internet. This is all they do. This is what they focus on. For some reason, they focused in on me as a content creator. So no matter what I do, they make fun of it and say it's bad. So you're right. I did basically 3 streams with Beelzebub. The first stream, I went into arcade mode, I went into his training mode, his trials, and I did 1 match of online play to learn his basics. The second stream, I did 2 hours of online play. I was trying to learn the game. I was raging a lot because I didn't understand the game mechanics, and I didn't do so well. Last stream, which was this last weekend, again, 2 hours of online play. I got significantly better. I listened to your feedback. A lot of people contacted me with information about how to get better at the game. I implemented it in my game plan, and guess what? I won the vast majority of my matches and did great. So if you actually look at it, and you look at it with an objective eye, you'd say, wow, that's exactly the stages of game development, of developing a game plan in a fighting game. That's what you should do. First, you learn the basics offline. Then you go online, you play some people. Then you get better at it, and then next thing you know, you're doing well. That's exactly what happened. Is that valid? What criticism can you throw towards that and say that, oh, he did it wrong? You can't. Anyone who's into fighting games knows that's how you do it. That's how I did it, and it worked out well. But these shitheads will just say shit to be inflammatory because this is how they get popular. When I insult Phil, I get views, I get clickbait. They're toxic, disgusting fucking people. Quite frankly, not a single thing they've ever done probably in their lives has added positive value to anyone. All it is disgusting, negative, toxic crap that they don't deserve to even be able to do. But, hey, that's a society we live in, right? That's the internet. So, it is what it is. I can't stop it, but you're right. It's completely unfair what these people do. They're idiots. They're shitheads. That's all you got. That's the only way you got to approach it. Okay? Okay? Alfred Aponte, Timmy $3, said, Phil, how's your day? They suspended my practical classes in the hospital. I was going to graduate this year. That really sucks, Alfred. A lot of people's lives are going to be on hold right now because of this pandemic, and there's nothing we can do about it. All right? I'm sorry to hear that. I certainly hope that, things do get back on track for you eventually. And, it is what it is. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for the support. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Let's see here. My nose is itching. Ah. Okay. Continuing on. Cousin Sven cheered, and now he's making fun of me for saying that getting up at 8 a.m. is early. Dude, 8 a.m. Think about this. I had to get up probably around, I think it was around 7 to get to the grocery store at 8 a.m. on my fucking day off from streaming. My day off when I'm supposed to be able to relax, I had to get up early to do stuff. That was the point I was making. If you don't understand that, well, you're an asshole. I don't know what else to tell you. You know? All right. So thank you guys for being patient. It is now time for me to take a very brief break and use the restroom. And then we're going to start up with Nioh 2. I've been doing pretty good. Like I said, as I've been playing, I really like this magical switchglaive. And we've now unlocked the ability to use ninjutsu and magic. And I just bested a boss that whooped my ass the last time around when I was playing this in the alpha. And I beat a side mission. So I think there's like 1 or 2 more side missions left to do. And then we can head on to the next story mission. So it should be a fun time today. Okay, guys? All right. Thank you guys very much for all your support so far. When I come back, I'll update the sub goal, or excuse me, the sub count, and then we'll get started here with Nioh 2. All right, thanks. I'll be right back in just a minute, guys. See you in a sec.